Hey, what's going on, guys? I've made another tier list for the day because tier lists seem to get a whole lot of views on the channel because it's tier list related stuff. So that's the simplest thing I can do, you know? I'm going to start doing is I'm going to go through every single role list that can still play and that I have a decent knowledge of, which is pretty much every single one besides customs, obviously, because customs are different every single time. Pretty much rank practiced in Coven and in Classic. I might do those though. That's a possibility. I can still do those because I can potentially try and find a game. I can try to pull some strings or something to get a few games on that, so I can maybe make a tier list on those. But today it's just the pure Classic tier list, starting with Classic because I've actually played a couple of rounds of that. Not couple. I've played like at least like 10-ish rounds of Classic in the past little bit, so I felt like I should, make a tier list video on that because you know why? Again, views, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, I'm gonna start at D and go up to S. There's not that many roles, so I'll explain them all. And this is purely my opinion, in my opinion alone. If you agree with me, agree with me. If you disagree with me, disagree with me. Um, but I'm gonna start with D tier, which is Transporter and Spy. Both of these are random town slots. So when I'm thinking about this, is both of these are random town slots. So when someone actually ends up pulling these rolls, most of the time they don't know what they're doing with said roll. So if they don't know what they're doing with the roll, how can it be actually useful to the town if they don't know what they're doing? Technically, I can get Transporter a little bit higher because you can get lucky enough to actually end up doing something good for the town. But that's luck. So I don't really see the point in that if it's just pure luck. Spy, no one really understands how Spy works. So spies can get lynched quite quickly if one person's in the lobby's like, you never posted a spy will, my friend. Why are you posting this late? And then you get put up for that kind of reasoning. That's that. Um, Plus, spy in general, unless you're seeing mafia visits, isn't that good to begin with. Um, so going at the C tier, you have the mayor, the retributionist, and the vigilante. Two of which are again random town spots. They're not going to know how to play mayor, nor are they going to know how to play retributionist. Retributionist is a whole lot easier to learn for a newer player, though. And I guess technically, if a good player gets these roles, they can go up. They can definitely go up, and people can definitely know what they're doing. But my thought process behind this was thinking about people who don't know how to play the game. So if you don't know how to play the game, this is kind of like a tier list of how easy the roles are to kind of learn and get a grasp of, kind of. Like, if you understand what I mean? I don't know if you guys can understand what I mean. It's just kind of like, what's the easiest thing to learn, and how effective can a newer player use these roles and use them decent, or maybe not so decent. Vigilante is definitely one of those roles that you have to be spot on and know what you're doing. Reason why it's not in D tier, because a random person could just say, "Oh, I'm gonna shoot number 3 today and kill Framer or Mafioso or Jester, hidden immune even." You can get lucky. I mean, more than a third of the town are evil. I literally have the roll list brought up just to make sure I had counting correct. Also to make sure I had all the roles, but that's that. I'm gonna go into B tier. I feel like a lot of people don't know how to win as executioner when they're brand new to the game. They don't know how to get someone killed. It's difficult, but it's a difficult thing they have to do. So that's the reason why it's in B tier. But people can pull it off. People, I've New players can end up pulling it off. They find a way, even if it is end up saying to Mafia, "That's my target. If you want to kill him, kill him." I mean, that's still a legitimate way to get a win. Lookout is kind of a difficult role to learn. By difficult, I'm saying difficult to use correctly. You can get lucky once again and find someone attacked. So it's in B tier because you do have a higher chance. Plus, it's in the role list. People can start learning it a whole lot better. People can start learning it and figuring out how it works, and then there you go. It's a whole lot better because people actually can play with it. Medium, I hate me to put medium this low because I love medium. Medium's probably my favorite role in this whole entire list, honestly. Just because medium's fun. Medium's always been fun for me. If I have to base a role list on fun factor, medium at this point is probably S tier for me. I don't know if I'd put it in S tier on that list that I had, but it's just fun. Medium's a great role. But again, a lot of people end up leaving, and newer players don't know how to use medium. They don't know how to copy paste a will. They don't know how to do that stuff. They don't know how to copy dead chat. So it ends up not being that useful because they can't get the correct information. Escort is, it honestly could go higher. It's probably top of B tier, but try to, I'm going to talk a little bit, say a little bit less about each role so I'm not wasting all your time and just sitting here all day. I feel like escorts have to get lucky. They don't know how to scum read correctly and roadblock the right person unless told to. They can't do it themselves. So they end up just roadblocking confirmed investigators or TK. And Mafioso is just kind of like following what Godfather says, saying a little bit here and there. I feel like it's definitely the underwhelming thing. Godfather kind of just, hey, we're gonna attack this guy today, and randomly attacks. But on the plus side, has defense, so SKs can't kill him. That's kind of the only reason why it's an A. I feel, and then Jester, I feel like it's very easy to win as a Jester for newer players. People can pick up Jester quite easily, get put up for a random ass reason, and just be like, what? Why me? Never say why me, bud. Oh, wait, what? Claim, dude, claim. What? Huh? Huh? And then they're lynched. That's all they have to say. Again, and then again, SK is kind of just like Godfather, random click, plus you have defense. So if a Mafia attacks you, you're all good. Vigilante shoots you, you're all good for that night. You just don't die. I think Jailer is going to be a hot take for this. I I think it's bottom of A tier here, reaching the cusp of B tier, because a lot of people aren't going to know how to play Jailer correctly. But I feel like that you can get lucky with executes. You can be fine. You can do decent as a Jailer. Newer players can try to pick it up and do it fine. And do okay with it, kind of not as good as most people could do it. Like, if someone who's been playing the game for 300 hours couldn't do it as someone who's played for maybe 10 hours or something like that, for an example. So it fluctuates between players, but I think Jailer's probably bottom of A. Investigator is, in my opinion, probably top of A. Also, yeah, I haven't said this. I just realized I didn't say that. None of these are ordered by anything. They're just in their own slot. should have said that. I'm sorry if you've been confused. I'm sorry. Anyway, investigator it's a simple role. It's so simple. It's not simple. It's not so simple to the point where it's like easy. For instance, sheriff. The reason why sheriff's higher than investigator. Sheriff's even easier than investigator. It's even easier. You point, click. Oh, they're innocent or suspicious. Whilst investigator, you get 3 rolls. You have to try to think. Even though those 3 rolls give you an exact thing, you have to think. Oh, they can be, for instance, um, mm, well, maybe not in this roll list. Well, I guess Vigilant Mafioso. It could be a vigilante, a veteran, or a mafioso. I don't know which one they could be. What the heck? I mean, that's kind of the only thing that brings it down one. Because most of these roles you can kind of just confirm with an investigator. Medium, med gen red. That's the only thing there. Escort. Escort, transport, consort. Unless there's a transporter in game, you know who the escort is. Doc. Doc, disguiser, SK. That's another tricky one, actually. You don't know if they're doctor or SK. Jailer. Spy, BM, or jailer. Unless there's a spy in game, you're home free. Investigator. Invest, consig, mayor. Unless there's a mayor in game, you're fine. It's kind of like that type of deal. But let's go into S tier quickly. Veteran's super simple to learn. Veteran is likely the most lucky role in the game. For this role list, I should say. Veteran, you just, oh, I'm gonna alert today. Mafia randomly comes to your house. Oh, good job. Good job, veteran. Well, I clicked the button. I did good. Yeah, you did amazing. Go me. It's just kind of like, oh, I'm gonna choose to alert, and then randomly hitting Mafia. SK. It's like hitting their evils. It's just kind of like it's the easiest way to get evils killed for town, in my opinion. It's the easiest way for like noobs to have that done. So that's why that's there. Framer is a very easy role. I would never to think to put any of these roles in S tier in any tier list. None of these roles hit S tier that are in S tier. But I never thought I'd put Framer in this. Framer is simple. You point, click, and you find, and someone looks up as suspicious. It even stays there now, thanks to the update of Mafia buffs all those time ago. It's kind of like it's crazy. It's crazy to think. But Framer is just the easiest Mafia role to play. You can kind of understand what you're doing better than with a Godfather. Godfather's still easy, but I feel like people can pick up Framer and do better than if they were a Godfather. Doctor, it's a simple role to learn. It's so simple. And same with BG. Even though BG is a random town slot, you just read the description. You say, oh, I'm selling body protection. Oh, I'm guarding them tonight. Okay, so I'm protecting them. Okay, that's easy enough. And they already know what they're doing. And they clicked one button. Doctor, it's just the same thing. You click one button. Oh, I know exactly what I'm doing. Okay, that's not too bad. I probably put both of those at the toppest of top of this tier. They're the easiest roles to play for any new player. So guess what? They can end up doing the most work. The rebuttal can be is you have to scum read out an attack. 2 people are attacking. You have a 2 in 15. You have a 2 in 14 shot. You have a 1 in 7 chance of hitting someone. That's not too bad. It's still low, but that happens a lot more often than you think it happens. BGs end up killing someone. Doctor ends up healing someone. And those numbers just get lower, and that odds just get better and better and better for them as time goes on. I feel like it's the easiest role for bad players to play, and they can understand who needs healing most of the time. Now, this is not all the time. Some doctors can be stupid. Some bodyguards can be stupid. Some vigilantes can be amazing. Some spies can be amazing. Even some mayors can be amazing in Classic. who are brand new to this game. This is mainly like for brand new players. That's where I set the stone at. Not like all pro players playing in this. And again, Sheriff is just easy again. You click one button, you get a result. It's that simple. That's why it's there. It's simple. All these roles in the top tiers are the most simplest to play in this role list, in my opinion. Like, you can even put Escort up there in S tier because it is simple to play. But noobs end up messing it up. That's my opinion on it. Now, again, that's the list. That's what I got. This is the classic list. I will be making more of these. I'll probably be making about one a week. So this is the one for the week of the what? Oh, it's the second through the right. Am I doing that right? Today I'm recording this on Tuesday. That's the 5th. Or is today Wednesday? No, today's Tuesday. So then the 4th was Monday. The 3rd was Sunday. The 3rd. Okay. So the 3rd through the 8th. I can't do math. That's 5 days. The 10th. The 10th. Yeah. The 3rd through the 10th. I'm just rambling on at this point. Anyway, that's the tier list. If you guys enjoyed, y'all know what to do. Not gonna cringe it. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.